Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Hump day. Good morning. All right. So I feel really good about yesterday was some major mess ups, but I did film three things and I feel really accomplished with that. But during the filming of the Olivia, not only did I spill soda all over myself, the bag, but my space heater. It was one of those days, but I persevered, pushed through. I hope everyone's having a good morning. We still have a frost advisory for another 30 minutes. It's cold. It's cold, but I'm relishing in it because before you know it, I'll be like, I'm sweating. It's so humid. Can it be fall? um, yeah. So today on my to-do list, there's a couple things. When I'm done here, I'm gonna go upstairs and prep the pot roast so I can slowly cook in the oven. I'm gonna put some potatoes, carrots, all that jazz in there so that way it's ready for dinner. Um, I need to cut out. I still haven't cut out my exterior for my Patreon group. We're doing a modified um, everyday tote, and the thing is I have my interior already prepped. I'm stuck on what fabrics I should do because as you all know, I have conventions starting in June. I have a small one in April, and so every bag I make counts towards inventory. So I am stuck. I am so stuck because there's a part of me that wants to do an applique, and there's a part of me that's like, no, do a print. But I don't know. I don't think I showed the everyday tote that me and Patreon are making here. Yes, Danielle. She does bags lights. Let's see. There was something just in her group. Let me give me 1 second. I got a notification not too long ago from her group, so I'm trying to see where it is. Yeah, it's called the EL light in the bag, and it's take it to your dark place. You have to watch the her lives and you'll understand. She's amazing. Let me give you the link. It's a Facebook group, and she is amazing. I did a live with her at So Magical, Texas. I'm she has a fan for life for me because she just makes the most beautiful bags and puts these lights in it and makes it so amazing. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna put her Facebook group in the chat. There you go. Oh man, seriously, you have no I'm a klutz. I know I am. I've always been clumsy. There's like jokes in my family with it. But I was drinking and like I was it was in between filming, and not only did it fall all over my chest, the paper, the fabric, but I didn't realize that I put my huge space heater right in front. Thank goodness it was not plugged in because we could have had a different story today. Um Yeah, it's on my channel. If you go just February, I have to remember which it's a live. If you go on my channel, go underneath lives, you should see it. It's me and Danielle, and then Rosie pops in for a minute too. I took her class. If you go to So Magical Texas, Tennessee, or Florida, I highly, highly, highly recommend to take her class. I know Tennessee classes schedule drops today where you can do it. If you can get into Danielle's class, do it. She's not like any other teacher I've ever seen before. One, she's consistently learning. Like she was learning two different methods while she was teaching the class and then going over what she was learning. That I love teachers that are learning with you. Like I don't know, it makes them more relatable. It makes you want to like get to know them better and understand the methods. Like her bags with the lights are chef kiss. I really need some downtime because I really have my hand for Dean Winchester. I want that bag. I want to go to the So Magical. I'm not going to the So Magical Tennessee because my I have a convention that's really profitable for me around the same time. I want to go to the one in Florida, but that is kind of, first it was like I'm going to Florida, but Loki's bills, even with the insurance, kind of dipped into my Florida money. So based on what I do with these other two conventions, I may or may not go. I really do want to go and I really wanted Kendall to go, but things happen, the unexpected. But all that matters is my fur baby is absolutely okay. He has like a little, he still has swelling that my Kendall's taking, I took pictures of so Kendall can give it to the surgeon to see if it's okay. But there's no redness, there's no you know, gross stuff when it shows affection. He's playing around and he's far from lethargic. He's back to doing his Loki antics just with a cone. I am going to be so happy next Tuesday when that cone is off. That boy, first of all, he does things that look really sad and it's cute. I know I'm not the only person that thinks that when your puppy does something or your kitten does something that's sad and you're like, why are you doing this? Well, Loki is notorious for throwing balls in the air or his murder bones and catching them. But now he has the cone, so like sometimes when he throws in the air, he can't catch it because he has this huge cone. So it lands in the cone and does like the spinning thing, and you can see him do this, and it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen. And like I'm like, look, Kendall, look. Or nobody wants to walk on the stairs with him right now because he usually walks right behind you, but now his cone is pressing on the back of your leg, and you're like, okay, I'm going to fall to my death on the stairs because of your murder cone. um, he accidentally turns on the eye from the stove and we have to like go behind him and turn it off. The cone gets in the way for everything. When he's done with this, I'm going to show you guys the cone. The cone looks like it's been through a war. It has so many dents and cracks, and I have never seen the cone of shame and sadness look so damaged like it does with this dog. And it just proves how active he is. He's just a very active puppy. He is. The during this time, which I think next week when it's kids spring break, he might have a fit because this is the time Loki goes to sleep. I come home, we do a couple of snuggles. I give him his breakfast, which like it's chicken and rice today, and sweet potatoes. So we give him his breath. I give him his breakfast, and then he like goes into sleep coma because as soon as he eats really well, he goes into a sleep coma. He'll be asleep from like 9 to 12, and then this is when the deliveries start coming. So like FedEx, anybody that's in our area, in our cul-de-sac area, the trucks come and they'll go barking mad crazy during that time. So he'll do his barking. I have to come upstairs, pet him, like it's all okay. I've actually never seen his hackles up. Like Roxy's hackles are on the regular. Like they happen so often that you don't even like care anymore. You're like, you get your hackles up for everything. But I've never actually seen Loki's hackles up. So um around 2 o'clock he gets a little bit more active because I think he knows Faith is about to come home. Then when Faith's here, he like causes mayhem. I'm downstairs usually laughing my ass off, to be honest with you, because he doesn't do it. If I put a camera on him, I can vouch. Like during the day, he just literally plays with Roxy or comes down here. If he's hungry, he'll bring the bowl. Like he kept doing it to Kendall yesterday, and he was like, "I know you told me he does it." I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "It's just the funniest thing." He like brings the bowl and like literally puts it on your lap if you're sitting. Like, okay, I'm hungry. Like, so yeah, around 2 o'clock he starts getting a little bit more active. You can hear Murder Bone getting dragged around and him like, playing with Roxy. And then at two, like when Faith walks in, immediately he grabs her backpack, he'll grab her shoes, run around the house like he's crazy because he wants to play. And the only one that gets that he wants to play is Hope. So Hope will play back. But everybody, Kinkin and Faith are like, don't take my shoes, no. And so it's like funny to me because I'm like, you're doing insanity. You're doing the same thing over and over again, and knowing the fact that he's gonna do this. So he's back to his like Loki shenanigans. Just it's double time because that cone is. I have bruises all over my arm, legs from that dang cone. Or like he'll come and cuddle with me on the couch, and the cone is like chin checking me. I'm like, this is so not fun. He's a super smart boy. I think So Magical Tennessee is the first weekend of July, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Hold on. It's fun. If you do one sewing thing this year, go to Sew Magical. It's I can't. It's like everybody's speaking the same sewing language. Having an opportunity to buy all the things you want to buy online and not paying for shipping. Yeah, it's June 30th through July 2nd, and it is in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a very fun thing. Most of the people there are very similar. They're introverted. They know people from Facebook or Instagram, and you get to meet all these really cool people. And then the one in Florida, I believe, is in September. I want to say, let's see, I don't. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Not the one at sea. Why does it keep giving me that one? Not the one at sea. Let's see. The Florida one is September 21st through the 24th. When, around the time when fall starts to happen. Yeah, I agree with Jen. Hello, hello. Yeah, go to the So Magicals if you have a chance, because the fact that you get to um meet people that you see in the sewing world, and then all the shops, all the corks, the vinyls, all that. It's just chef's kiss. Good morning. It's amazing. I want to go to the Florida one because it was so big. I There were so many things I didn't have a chance to do. Like, you think that you won't have a lot of things to do. You could literally go and not pay for any classes, and you'll be bombarded with so much stuff. Whether it's the runway show or the sewing lounge, or just like little things. Like, there are people that do presentations in the vending halls. Like, this is what I do for interfacing. This is how I take photos. This is how I do this. And they're really educational and just so informative. And then there's like people like, if you've been trying to go buy a Heartwood and Hyde tags and you want to meet Jade, I think she's going to be at Tennessee, and she's going to be in Florida. That's a perfect time because they'll have different samples of different kind of tags, and you get to see them in person, touch them, and you're like, ooh, I want this. Or, um, I had no idea. Like, I have a lot of sonar patterns, right? But I had no idea she sold templates. She brought them to So Magical, and I bought one set of templates, and then when I came home, I bought another. Um, because I love her patterns. They do really well for me. And there, like I told you guys before, like Sonar, Noodlehead, Country Cow, Georgia Girl Stitch, and they all have this like really organic feel to them, like very, very nature campy, everyday organic feeling to me, and they do really well for me, profitable wise, because people like the look of their bags. I have like weird categories for everybody, and then I have like the people that I think are like really chic and high end bags, and you know, you know. Good morning. So yeah, go have opportunity to go. Then you can meet all these designers. Like at the last So Magical, I got to finally meet Erica and Alexis. I've been working with both of them for years, and it was my first time meeting them, and it was everything that I expected and more. They're so tiny. So they were there. They were passing out swag to people and talking to people, and it was great to meet all these designers in just like one area. You had in Florida, they had Catherine from Sew Your Bag, and as much as I talked to her, and as much as I messaged her, I never met her in person. And she lives in New York. She's like a hop, skip, jump away from me. And I got to meet, hug, and like, know her there. So like it's super cool who you run into. I got to meet Lens from Lens Made, and she is so sweet. She is so sweet because Sai was there. She is exactly who she is on live. She's just down to earth and real. Like, everybody was cool. Lauren is a hugger. She'll if she will give you a hug. Like, it's a really good experience. And I think everyone should try to go. Just because I think with like people, I think a lot of people are naturally just introverted. But I think when we had the pandemic, it got worse. Everyone started to have it. And then we were afraid to go out. And rightfully so. Because you don't know who has an autoimmune disease, so on and so forth. But going to something like this is a good thing because it breaks you out of your shell. It helps you get over that hump. And maybe ever since I went to the one in Florida, I want to go to more events. And this time last year, I didn't want to go to any events. So it for me, I feel like it's like therapeutic in a way. Like I'm breaking out of my shell and starting to enjoy people that enjoy the same things that are important to my life. So that's just my spiel, but I definitely think you should. Today, me and Patreon are working on the exterior of the Everyday Tote. I told you guys before, my first one was really awesome. The Patreon people know it, and then I had to modify that one. I've only made the Everyday Tote twice, and this is going to be my third time. Yeah, see, love SME. It's like it's just really fun. And then if you haven't had a chance to mess with a industrial, now they have industrials there that you can play around and sample with. And then you also get to meet Sam, who is unbelievably sweet. He kind of looks like Kylo Ren. Just throwing that out there. um so this is my everyday tote. And we're today we're gonna start doing some modifications. We have side zippers. So we're doing the exterior only on the everyday tote in Patreon today, and then tomorrow we'll do the interior. I still haven't picked out what I'm gonna do for my exterior. I have the color scheme because I wanted to use these rainbow cork. I have this really cool rainbow Doctor Who, but I also have these rainbow dice, and I have all these. Apparently, rainbow is a prominent color in my workroom. I do too. Oh, the zipper pulls, I got them from Zorel. I actually bought them at So Magical Texas. She has, she's the only person I know that has Scarlet Witch zippers. So whenever I see them, I buy them because that's like one of the number one bags people want me to make is Scarlet Witch. So I buy in bulk and I always get them in antique. They're really beautiful quality. So I wish somebody would make her that into a magnet, like Scarlet Witch and Black Widow. Come on, that's bringing it in. Oh, the red zipper tape. I'm gonna say Serial Bag Maker. I'm really bad with the zipper because I buy zipper tape a little bit from everywhere, and I know it. Like I keep saying I'm gonna write names of where I got stuff, but I have a tendency of forgetting zippers because I buy if I see something unique on a zipper tape, I just automatically buy it. That's just who I am. I want to say Serial Bag Maker probably 2 years ago is the only person I've seen with that color. And what was really weird is I was upset because I was looking for my red zipper tape with antique coils, and that's what popped up. Yes, yes, yes. Because I got to talk to her. She was really sweet and very nice. Yeah, it's hard to get back out there. Um, I we were so like protective in our little bubble for so long. It's really hard. So it's good to be around other people that have like-minded that know what that how hard it is. And it's also good to be around other people that are like, yeah, before the pandemic, I was a little bit introverted. I am. I like to be in my own little bubble. So like really the pandemic was like really perfect for me because I like to be in my own little area. So but I do say So Magical got me out of my little it was fun. It was really fun. I went to one class in the Florida and I was busy from beginning to the end and I didn't even get to attend everything. And then Texas, I got to attend one out of the two classes that I purchased. Um Danielle's was it. I was really excited. And I think anyone of you you're going to their done for that class. She is very informative. She's down to earth. She's funny and she's just 100% real. So I think you should definitely try to take her class. There's so many classes for Tennessee. There's so many, like the cosplay classing, the corset making. There are so many cool classes. Like I think that is Tennessee is like if you've been wanting to dabble with some other stuff, jump on it. Like I didn't take the English paper piecing class, and I want to take that. So if I do go to this one, that's a class that I definitely want to learn more about because I kind of dabble, but I'm not. I need to take a beginner's class so that way I can learn how to do it. Um, yeah, I used Sullivan's actually in a bag I made yesterday. I used this. It does feel thinner than something from my handmade space, but it ironed up nicely and it didn't. This is like the most fraying, and this is with no burnt ends. So I don't have really. This is like that's it. I cut it off from these two, and I put it. I used it in my bag, my wax canvas bag. I filmed the olive yesterday with the wax canvas, so I waxed in the video. You'll see a wax canvas video. I waxed this Doctor Who and this, and I wanted it to be that crinkle type. And I didn't use any interfacing in this because I wanted it to show what you could do in a bag without any interfacing. Very domestic, super friendly. But here's the zipper. So it's pretty nice. So I love this inside of this bag. There's so many pockets. It is so big. And yeah, I bought the ones with the flowers in it and the fossil one. I don't know what I'm going to use that for yet. I like to buy random stuff with no point of using it, and then it magically appears into a project. And I'm like, that's what you were for. So yes, you get to see me make the olive one in the Doctor Who with the wax canvas I made, and then you get to see it compared to the oilskin that Kendall made for these two. And this one actually has interfacing in it though. But I'm really excited. Those bags are like perfect summer bags. And I love the fact that closure is a tie. Like that is just too cute. She does mention in the pattern other options that you can do to other options you can do uh to have different closures, like a magnetic closure or a cam snap or 24 line snap. But I like the tie because it's just very unique. Okay, so this one is the wax canvas. This is both wax canvas. This is the treatment that Kendall got. I bought for on Amazon. It's a 10 for like 20 something dollars. These are both, they're called like, it's an oil skin effect. It's water repellent. I can spill on it and there's no stains. On the Doctor Who one, I decided I should have actually used some interfacing, but I wanted to show that in the video you get to see the back stands up on its own. I waxed this blue, and you can see all the crinkles, and this Doctor Who. And I show you in the video that you can pour water in these, and they're just rotating back and forth. And I had water on this for 13 hours before there was any kind of visible seepage. So, and I like the little crinkles. I see it all depends. There's a part of me that likes the oil skin that's smooth and shows no crinkles, and then sometimes I love that rustic feel. So yes, this is the Doctor Who one, and then the inside of I made the handles, the waterproof canvas, and there's short handles on here, and I use webbing. I didn't have 1.5 inch. I have like a piece of thread. Have you ever done that? Like in the middle of showing someone your bag, you're like, oh, there's a thread. Let me cut that real quick. So in the bag, you get 2 big slip pockets, and see, there goes another tag. It's bigger on the inside. You get a zipper pocket and 3 slip pockets on the other side. It's a big bag, and I mentioned throughout the pattern like different things that she quotes, like she uses fleece in her zipper pockets, and the reason why is this zipper pocket is really big. It could fit a tablet or a small computer, and it provides cushions if you just put fleece on the zipper pocket area. And I was like, that is actually genius. And so I don't know, I really like this bag. It's, yeah, if you go to the waxing video, it had, I don't have the name offhand, but if you go to the waxing video, it in the description box, it has all the information. And then the waxing video that we did the DIY beeswax for hasn't came out. It won't come out until Friday. And the Olivia will come out right hand in hand because you see both bags in the video. I like the DIY one. I think I went a little too heavy because it's super crunchy. But it's a process, and I probably wouldn't use as much linseed oil, and I go over that in the video. But I have no, it feels exactly the same. Like I have wax canvas from, I think I want to say Emmeline's, and it feels exactly the same. Like it's wax canvas has like this nice smooth texture that you think is going to come on, rub off your hand, and it doesn't. Man, this one piece of thread. I'm sorry. I will, because you can't mill. I'm not going to tell you to mill ends while we're making wax canvas or anything in cotton. I refuse to do it. Now, do I do it when I'm off camera? Heck yes. But I didn't get to do it because I was on camera. So now I'm just going over like missing ends. I like to live on the danger side. But I love. I love these are the tie. You tie this close. I'm obsessed with it. I kind of want to make it in every tote. I'm telling you guys, if you're not on Joy's bandwagon with Georgia Girl Stitch, you just do not know. She has all these free templates, and my favorite strap ends are from her. I bought that template not too long ago. I've been using it in almost every single bag now. Thank you, Gloria. Yeah, so we yes, that's that's what we made. We made the paraffin, beeswax, and linseed oil. That video hasn't came out. It's still in here, and because I'm filming the second part, and both parts the wax video will come out on Friday as well as the Olivia, because it kind of go hand in hand because you see me working with the wax canvas that I made. And that I didn't film me making the yellow one because I knew I was going to make a comparison of the video, but both of them, Kendall made the one that was yellow. The only difference between the blue and the yellow structure wise is that I have Lazy Girl Sews in the first bag because I seen someone else make it with all Lazy Girl Sews, and I gotta tell you, I'm kind of team Lazy Girl Sews in the interfacing because like it's not hard to turn. It's a weird thing. It's like if foam and Peltex had a baby, this will be Lazy Girl Sew. I have no idea. I don't edit my videos, Kim says, or Hope. I have no idea. To be honest, like I don't even pay attention to how they edit it. I'll watch it while I'm uploading it, but no, I have no idea what editing software he uses. I know it's not really tech savvy because I asked him to do a time lapse of me making something and he wasn't unable to do it, and Hope was not available because it was midterms. So most of the time I'd sit, okay, so in my lives, when you see me live and I'm sewing, is pretty much what I do when I'm filming. It's very rare if I have to split my video up in two. And who knows this better than Patreon? Patreon sees me like cut, or when I finish a video, I just give it to them. I don't really stop. I do it in one sitting. Yeah, there are some small shops on Amazon. I ordered some of my curly hair products. Like I use Uncle Funky Jesse, something Uncle Jesse Funky, and it's like all natural hair products, and it's like with marshmallow roots and all that stuff. And I get my hair products from them. They are in Baltimore, and they use Amazon to deliver. So there's tons of. If you're going to shop on Amazon, try to find the small businesses. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't like. Monica sees it too. Like I think because when I started going live, I was going live in Swoon, and I there was no break. I would make a bag in 2.5 hours, and I was live. That's kind of how I am with here. It's very, very rare if I have to split up a video or stop. Yesterday I had to stop because I spilled soda and everything. But most of the time I could do it in one setting if I prep ahead of time. And that's what I normally do. Just like right now, when I get off here and I make the pot roast, I will go and cut my bag out and then I'll prep and then I'll film and then I'll send it right to Patreon. It's very, very rare if I have to. I don't have the editing skills. I completely suck. If you were to be like, what kind of lighting? I'll be like, yeah, I got these lights from Amazon. I got these lights from B&H or cameras. Like I usually film on my Olympic Mark III. Um, I'll help you out with editing. That's it. Or if you, I don't even do it. The only thing I do is I do my own reels, and that's about it. 25% of the pictures you see are mine, and most of them are Kindles. Sometimes Faith will take my bags out and take pictures too. It's a family affair. Yeah, you get a lot of last minute stuff there. I well, okay, so around this time, I don't know if you guys know this, so I'm gonna let you know. Welch's grapefruit has jelly beans, and they usually sell them around the Easter season. So there's a small company that is that makes them right out of the Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. And I'm not going to drive to Hershey Park because it's like a 2.5 hour drive. However, I will order it from Amazon because they're a small business and I can get my Welch's grapefruit. They have like all the flavors of Welch's and jelly beans in it. They also have Starburst, but I really like the Welch's one. Hmm. A zipper pull for like a knitter. No, somebody else. Dalva had something with a knitter. Hold on. Let me see if I can tag her in here. Hold on, I'm messaging Dalva real quick because I will forget. Yeah, she had a beautiful bag that had like knit like the little balls, the knitter balls and everything too. And I believe she had pulls. So I'll ask her if she pops on and tells me, then I will let you know. Yeah. I know I've seen it. I just don't know where. I can always remember bags, not places and names, but yeah, I think Dalva was the one that was doing that. She does a lot of themed bags like bees, and I believe her last bag was knitting, if I'm not mistaken. So my Heartwood and Hyde pull tags are out for delivery. I have to wait till Saturday until Kendall and I can go to the post office. We tried all the things that they said to do for our key. So there's two things that are going to happen. Either things are going to accumulate until I get a bigger package and he's going to come to the door and I can be like, yeah, you're here. Can you open my mailbox? it's, it's going to kill me if I don't get my mail today. I just want you to know that when I get on tomorrow, you're like, why does she have an attitude? Yeah, because the tags that I've been waiting for and excited for are held captive in my mailbox. I'm okay. I'm okay. It was going to be held captive there. So yeah, I seen that. I when they came out, I was like, oh my god, why does it have to happen? I have no idea why it's not working. See, we have each one of the kids get the mail. Ken my youngest never gets the mail because one of his sisters do. So on the day before his birthday, we told him to go get the mail because he may have birthday cards. He was taking a long time, and it's not even like 10, like okay, maybe 15 steps away from the house because we live. There's townhouses, so each townhouse has like a mailbox thing that has our individual mailbox, and the bigger packages go down there. He came back. He came with the mail, but now ever since he got the mail, we can't get into our mailbox. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, I love that book. That's such a great book. I love Sarah's pattern. Did you get it where there's signature? So if you ever talk to Samantha, the way I met Samantha wasn't, oh, this is the new owner of Swoon. I was stalking her because she had a book coming out called Master Class. And Amazon was like, buy it from us. But I paid the shipping difference because I wanted it signed by Samantha. I want to get the Windy City book, Windy City book, but I want it signed by Sarah because I'm a nerd like that. I don't think so. And I think she has two books, if I'm not mistaken, two or three, and one of them is not being printed anymore. So if you get that one, that's like a good book because it's no longer. Yeah, dude, I would do that. I would totally I would be like, hey, Sarah. And you know she would do it. She's like a really sweet, down to earth person. I need you to sign this book for me. Yeah, two books. You're right. So one of them is not is not getting published anymore, and then one of them is. I never had either one of those books. It's really weird because I love book patterns like with books in it. My One of my favorite is the Master Class because there's like things in there that are common sense to other people, but it's like, duh, Shonova, why didn't you do this? And then it'll have the steps, like adding miscellaneous credit card slots to any bag, or adding as different kind of slip pockets or whatever. It is really like a master class because it shows you different things you could do to modify your bag pretty much. And then noodle heads, because I have that market tote. I'm telling you, uh, that is my favorite tote ever. Yeah, it's shaped so unique. Oh, I love her chats too. I like the master. I like what her bag class where it's like all the science to it. I think she breaks down things so simple. Like, and then you're like, oh, I totally get it. Like, she does a really good job. Yes. Yes. I did a couple of them, and she's an amazing person to test for because she is humble. So if people come up to her and say, "Hey, this doesn't make sense," or "This could be a problem," she takes it, she recalculates it, and it's great. And it's really cool to see her make her mock-ups and stuff like that. She's a force. She's super creative, and she's a force to be reckoned with. Her minikins has been a long time in the making. Yep, they're worth it every penny. I think every year she elevates it. This year there's some cool stuff, some really cool stuff, and so one of them, I think I my personal favorite one, it's done in some Tim Holtz fabric, and when you see it, you'll know why I like it. It is the perfect circle. Like I have never be able. I have a hard time with circular patterns, and it was like the perfect circle for me. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna keep this for myself. They're really good patterns. All of them are amazing. I out of I only tested for like I think 3 or 4 because it was around some other times for testing. But whenever she needs me, I am there. Yes, she does. She showed 4 of them. I love how she's doing a little bit of a tease. Um, I believe she showed the book one. Dude, my book one is amazing. I'm not gonna. Okay, look, I hate half of my bags. Then the other half, out of that half, only about 10%. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like the book one for me, but man, I used some Keisha Coleman fabric in these blues and golds. Woo! Like that is this. I feel like that pattern is gonna be like the pattern to give book lovers, just like I can even see it being a Nintendo Switch case. I get 100%. What Otter Wax? The one in the bars? It's similar to the ones in the cans, I think, and you could just milk that down. There's a lot of different kind of waxes. I want to try. There's this guy that made tin wax out of like the snowing thing that they put on leather shoes. I want to try that. I don't know how I feel about the caulking because like I feel like I don't know. That just feels like a really organic material to put on it or on material on like that. But I'm going to try it. Not this, probably after the convention season because waxing videos take a time because the setup has to be in a well ventilated area, which is not my basement. Um, and then like they're hanging up on clotheslines in the basement, the drying, and I'm not gonna lie, 2 times I went to laundry and I just some have you ever just like done the laundry in your laundry room and not turn on the light because you are familiar with your surroundings? Yeah. Accidentally hitting your face on a sheet in the dark is not a good thing. Okay. My mind automatically was like, it's a ghost, and ran out of there. And I swear if Logie and Roxy wanted to laugh at me, I think they were laughing at me. Hello. Hi, Mindy. I'm gonna try to go live. I wanna film it. I am trying to do StreamYard with it. Last time I went live through my computer and my cameras, I wasn't able to see comments. So that was the only reason why it's been that's and not seeing comments that makes it a moot point. No, I'm gonna cut out what I plan on doing is making this dinner, making the dinner for everybody, cut it out and film. Um, but I'm trying to see how I can film and still go live with you guys. It's I tried something yesterday and it didn't connect to Patreon. It's sometimes really frustrating. There, oh, that's so good. Yeah, because as soon as Dalva responds really relatively fast. As soon as she tells me, I will tell you, Teresa. But I think you're right. I think Indolove has it. They have really cool zipper pulls. I haven't tried their zipper tape yet, but their colors are really pretty. Just like So Yours has like a spring line out for their zipper tape. So beautiful. So beautiful. Alrighty then. So I'm going to get my day started, get dinner ready. I try to get that ready first thing and then stuff my face and then figure out fabric. That's going to be, watch that take me like an hour. It's going to take me like 15 minutes to cut out the exterior, and that's going to take me forever. I don't know why. I'm really bad at indecisive about making stuff because I'm thinking convention mode. So I'm trying to think of just everything purely for conventions. But I do want to use cork. I do know that. So that is it. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Patreon, I should be seeing you soon, or I should be dropping the video soon. So I'll talk to you all later. I hope you have a really good day and stay safe and happy sewing. Bye.